Kable Pibaro Shakatup Khuborjylla ke Donbosco Media Network. Kimat bakong san menta ke sengi kilong. Minjur ke sorkar ban penjana ye ki an building bylaw but urban mobility policy. Ko kamdon mauput ban khang yaka laong konrat ki sangma. Ut ki pai ba ka than langpi ye ka jing pendik jong ki breu na Assam. Bat sawajur ke theme song jong ka tamasa monolith mau plak. Bat mentangin pasya ki Khubor bakam banyak. Kakenhun menteri jang kesorkar Meghalaya ha ka Jylla ka belalong ha ka kendai terik Rymphang kala menjur ban penjanai ya ka an ka beadai bat ka jingtei ya ki yingkisem lane ka Meghalaya building bylaw arjar arpway kat kum ki kendon balabo da kesorkar India kenang be ki yingkisem kinlong ki baskem ki bampalat ya ki mala balabo na ka benta ki jakalum ki bakhe kha ujumai Bat banting kai ke jaka klem de penleno na kebenta ki briu ki bedon kendiat ke jaka buta. Kawai pat kamat baka kinhun menteri kabinet kala menjur ban penjanai ya ke Shillong urban mobility policy arhajar arpusau. Ban penlong ya ke sor Shillong ka balat na ke jingkap nya ha ke ba ki briu ki nyo lat ban let ban wan ha ki linti ki bakelot ki balat na ke jingwit bat jingkap nya. Kababiang ki kali kit brew public transportation, bat bandon ki jaka yeng kali ki babiang kenang beki pat ba kin let kin wan da kabasok. Kasorkar India kalamang katsan hajar klur tingkan da kabenta kini gijing temu. Kasorkar Meghalaya kalapan henrius pak kat kendai klur tingka bat las ngotu ba kasorkar India kala menjur ban bay pisa sans pak klur tingka na kabenta kiti gijing temu ba ka kabinet kala menjur ban penkela bat penjanai minta kesengi. Kasorkar kala menjuru ban wanra bat pentrikam ya ki kendon bethamai na kabenta ki engineer jang ke PWD. The Meghalaya Engineering Public Works Department Service Rules Arhajar Arpusau Hakajaka Jonga Service Rules Kat Kendai Spak Kendai Pusan.
We had 5 formal items that were discussed and cleared. The first was the draft Governor's Address for 2024. So that was, of course, shared with the Cabinet and it has been approved. So that was the first item. The second was the ordinance that was done earlier of the Meghalaya Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act 2006. If you recall that we had put an ordinance to it a few months back, that ordinance and others which also follow, but this particular ordinance was taken up today. An ordinance which was already cleared earlier was taken up to be now put in as a format of a bill. So the Meghalaya Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act 2006 that has been formally now approved as a bill which will be taken up in the Assembly. The third was that the Meghalaya Engineering Public Works Department Service Rules 1995 that had to be amended because certain changes were there, or many changes rather were there. So instead of amending it, we have come out with fresh rules, and hence we have scrapped the old rules and we have brought in the new rules. Basically, we could have gone with amendment also, but as I said, the amendments, there were so many of them that it would be easier to just simply come up with the fresh set of rules. So today the Meghalaya Engineering Public Works Department Service Rules 2024 has been approved by the Cabinet. The fourth was the approval that was given to some amendments to the Meghalaya Building Bylaws 2021 for sustainable urban development in Meghalaya. These amendments are being done in line with certain provisions and certain conditions that has been put in by Government of India, number one, and also to ensure that overall safety of the buildings are there, and also to ensure that the smaller land holdings, there could be more utilization of the land by small land owners, because earlier there were some restrictions in terms of the the gap that you have to leave from the front, in the rear, and the sides. And so that has been reduced. And some other amendments have been made, for example, to the height of the buildings that are permissible, and also to the construction of buildings in areas which are 50 degrees and higher slopes. Certain provisions will apply. So those kind of amendments have been made. If you wish, then we can give more details later. And the last was regarding the approval of the Shillong Urban Mobility Policy 2024 was also cleared. Basically, this again is in line with the Government of India, where to ensure that the overall mobility in Shillong improves, a policy has to be created, and we have cleared that policy today. And this includes aspects of public transportation, creating more walking space, reducing the congestions, and creating parking spaces, so on and so forth. There are many other provisions. So this policy just gives an outline on how we will approach that. And this was cleared today by the cabinet. But most importantly, I would like to mention that both the amendment to the Meghalaya Building Bylaws 2021 and the Shillong Urban Mobility Policy 2024, these amendments and these particular policies have also been adopted with the intention of also ensuring that we are able to avail the special assistant on capital investment for urban areas. As you're aware, that Government of India has earmarked 15,000 crores for as special assistant for capital investment, especially for urban areas. And in that, there are certain guidelines that need to be followed, certain policies need to be created, certain homework to be done. So keeping all of those things in mind, all these things have been done. And I'm happy to inform you that out of the 15,000 crores, we have put in a proposal of 619 crores from Meghalaya's point of view. And we have already received approval for close to 500 crores out of this. And we're expecting another 100 crores to come in after these approvals and these amendments are done. So we are expecting that Meghalaya should receive 597 crores. But even if the 100 crores is still pending, we are expected to get 497, almost 500 crores from the Special Assistant on Capital Investment for Urban in this particular financial year. What is more important to note also is that even larger states like Uttar Pradesh and larger states like Assam also are receiving roughly about 500 crores, which is the same as what Meghalaya is expected to receive. So hence, we've been working very hard, and Urban Affairs Department has worked very hard. And as I said, we are able to get some additional funds for the overall development of Shillong and other urban areas. This is the same fund that will be utilized for things like the river fund, improvement that we had inaugurated the other day. We had laid the foundation stone the other day. Some parking lots to be created, some walkways to be created. So on and so forth. We have put in a number of proposals for that also. So these were the basic decisions that were taken in the cabinet.
Kamdon mauput ban khang yaka laong Menteri Rangba Konrad ke Sangma ha kalumpung san perkhat ban penne pensa ban tingkai bat ban yasam ya hapadeng ki para briu kabelalong ha Shillong. Ha kini kalumpung san perkhat lawan ki Riu Start na Thailand, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Cambodia, bat Vietnam, rengkat ki he ki han jong ki sorkar jong ki. Kijing yakren ha kini kalumpung kilong ha ki pang ki bede bat ko umbam umdi, kajing kala kamaryang bat kajing don kam ban penne ya ki klaw ha ki saudong saukun jong kini kiri. Uloong kajing kala ha kamaryang kan kta shibun ya kajing im jong ki briu, ya ka rep karyang, bat ya kajing shit jing kriat hasla perthai. Kumta uloong, kiri jong ka perthai ki don kam ban ye mirjing mut, bat ban sandur thamai ki rukom trikam ban ya dai ki pat ben riu ne kajing e ki baap khaman. Kajing thmu jong ni kalumpung kalong ban wanra ya ka rukom trikam ka bathamai ha ka ba kitna jong ka sorkar kin tre lang shruk na ka benta ka wei kajing thmu. Kumju ru kiri ke perthai, kinle ya ke bayadai, bat kacing penne, bat jing tingkai ye kispa mariang, kiba ukun benriu shitulup ke perthai udon kam yeki. Hakini kelumpung san perkat la don lang uba coming one umbon, Menteri Water Resources, kakong amprin lingdo Menteri Ketanat Kakwat Kekia, uba ELHEC, Menteri Penroy Jingri, bat Debashri Mukherjee, Secretary Kejal Shakti jong ke Sarkar India.
In the next 10 to 15 years, if necessary steps are not taken today, we'll be facing much more larger scale of problem, and more importantly, maybe too late for us to then start the work to mitigate those particular problems that we have. And hence, this particular water conclave. And this water policy actually is a holistic approach to everything from drinking water, to the reservoirs, to catchment area protection, to the spring rejuvenation, to overall proper management of water, so on and so forth. And this particular water policy is in fact what has been driving us and guiding us to address many issues when it comes to water related issues. That we have 6,800 plus villages in our state, and today we have a water committee in every village. And therefore, whenever the water issues are coming up, we ensure that these committees take up this issue, work with the state government, work with the district and the block officials, work with the departments, and then come up with a holistic approach so that it's sustainable also in nature at the grassroots level. And that has been, as I said, one of the more important decisions that the state government took. And today, as I said, we have a very effective water policy that has been implemented at the grassroots level. We have a huge issue, madam, with our rivers. And as you are aware, the Umshirpi and the Wamukra are definitely one of the streams and rivers that need special attention. And I'm happy to share with you that we have been in constant touch with your ministry to find solutions to this. I have personally taken up the matter with our Honourable Minister, and he has assured us of full support, and he has asked us to relook into the entire proposal, which we are doing as we speak, and hopefully in about a couple of months' time, we should be going back to you to ask you to support us in rejuvenating some of the more critical rivers and streams in Shillong city as well as in other parts of the state. As you know, most of the water connections in the city have been there for the last 20 years, 30 years, even as long as 40, 45 years. And hence, the entire network, the pipes, the entire infrastructure needs to be revamped completely. And hence, a huge financial burden, of course, will be there. And we know that we cannot do it in one go, but it is a very important issue. We also have issues because of multiple other factors in terms of our different activities related with mining and other economic activities which we are aware of, and hence we are working in a manner where we can have a balance between the economic livelihood of the people as well as the sustainability of the environment and of the streams and the rivers. And striking this balance sometimes is one of the most difficult things that any government and economy has to do, as livelihood is also important, but obviously our streams, waters and our forest also is equally important. And therefore, with these challenges in mind, with these issues that we have, we are moving forward. We realize that we cannot change everything in a day. Everything is a process. But what I'd like to share with all of you is that Meghalaya has really taken this very seriously, and many things have happened in the past. Many more things need to be done in the future, and hence this conclave is of great importance to us and to the region, so that we can collaborate our efforts together, we can synergize our efforts together, so that we're able to achieve a larger goal and larger outcome.
Kinongelam bat kidukot kaseng New Tribute Council HYC Rimulyang Circle West Khasi Hills District haka kendai terik Rymphang kilalet ban ujor show ADC ke West Khasi Hills District halor gajing sya pendik ki Peit ba khasi ki basa akitain kaput jang kalangpi haki briu ki bakam yelede kum ki pulit asam Habay keren cikilap patai Khubor hadin kejingnya kendo yau ADC ke West Khasi Hills NAKA liang jong Samla Destarbor Wanyang Presiden ke HYC Rimulyang Circle ulai tu bagi Peit ba nagi tain langpi haba ki let yau let hat sya asam ki ju syak pendik halinti haki pulit asam ki babat bat kem ye ki kali kit mar kit mata Ulo ong ru badan ki kep bagi brio ki bakam kum ki pulit jang ka asam ki baklempong uniform ki judawa pisa na ki Peit ba khasi bat ki ju pendik ru ya ka yat ka yeng da ka ba pha bat ya ki kali di ki brio na asam kaseng ka dawa na ka sorkar Jylla bat na ka tanat pulit ban yerap lem ya ki Peit ba ki basyong ha ki shnong kaput banam sya pendik tan na ki brio ka asam kila kerpat ru ya ki bor sensyar West Khasi Hills District Banya keren bat ki bor senchar jong ka Kamrup district halor kini ke jing bayi kendu ki Peit ba man kabor kum kini ke jing le jong ki briu na asam kala ban penmi i ki plia ding sha ki jing jia ki basngausi hadin habot lo ong kinongelam jong ke HYC
yang jungi ka HYC Rimulyang Circle haringkat ke HYC West Khasi District hagi jingnya don lang jong organisasi jong ka district ta hadin bagal ami ka kenrum kenram habaya day bat kayai kayeng hang te hapo langpi area nak liang diga jongi ka HYC ni pha da ka jing tho ha deputy commissioner ba untuk larlem halor ka jingyai pendik jong kine ki polis jong asam ya kayai kayeng jong ki beri jongi ante jaka kamtam ki bakit baba ki mati mata ing ba ka te ka surop kampaduli langpi ta hadin bangi la sayo sngo la bun tili kisnam bakite ki polis jong ka asam ki shadle be kini ki kam ban punwit ki bayaj bayang bakit ki maki mata la ki de ki kali bahir sayo ban ledi ki mar kum ki sing baki we la ki de ki kali ki bawan kalut bawan ki de ki maki mata la ki de ki marying ki marsam kum ta terter na kali jong ki polis jong ka asam ki sat punwit da ka baki ai daw kum ni kum tai da ka baki pan pisa ki don ki kali Alda ngambah kelak hakini kisnam ke balai ki kali ki bakit ki maryeng kum ki siap ki ma kum ta terter ki kam ki register ki si ki kali ki haban siu haduk ki kuna ki bakot si ki san phon ru jar kani ka penlong ngi kum ka seng ba ka pen isat met habang i Peit ban yo sngo kum kini ki ki ba kini ki polis jong asam ki sim kabu badala jong ka khmat badala jong ki skor ba dang menin hakan riu tarik na kaliang ka jongi Ning dangwan na yau jong ka asam ban thit ki mar ki mata ban kit kini polis jong ka asam kila abat kila talasi ki kali jongi ha pedeng ke jing ai tanglang jong ki penon kam da ki briu ki badai nang tu nasnong kaptam tu ki bri pini pali ban be ki kali jongi rei na kaliang jongi wala kataru ngingi yang ban ngingi mi thu ba ki polis na makiwan klem ko uniform bat klem ki kali reason number ke badai na ka polis department jong asam jadi halar kata kanongrim bangi kala don ke jingi pen ibor ba ke jingya ni sipor bar hadin kata ban kaliang jong polis jong asam ulas dang ban pen i da ka ba kamting ula se da ru da kitiar ki ban kendang yingi ketika sngi reina kaliang ke jongi klem da salia kala don ke jingya ni ban ngalalai phat hakata ka menta bat hadin kata ulara no kali jong asa thanat asam te tangkom tang ngalej ban ujor IC jong kalang pi idikam jong Meghalaya ban kaliang jong IC ngai khuble bulu simphia ketika kam bula lej ban penbej ban klem kano ka daw klem kino ki ai nomor bangi ki dia kamar ka bade kamar bam bangi wan siwan tadana yo asam berulah pelaj halor ka jing ya keren jong IC jong ka Meghalaya tadai halor ka ni ka benta bangi ngila yo sngo depan ngila yo i ba kini ki polis jong asam kilek daga ne ka juk ka lenti ban thawi ka jing kelumar nomor bangi nang ap khmi lenti ba hadu inda kila deban ya penbej ya kani ka wat ka baar tenrei kani ka jingle jong kini polis jong asam ka penlong penban ba ngingin ya long so pedung nomor ka jing penon kam jong ki da kini ki briu lokal nang tu nasional kam tam kini pali ki ban pendik ini ki briu jong ki bayaj bayang tu ka jaka tengi na kaliang jong ngi kerpat ya ka District Administration kepada Police Department bakin sim khialam bakin tuklar bakin keren ye Deputy Commissioner jong ka Assam bakum juru SP jong ka Assam bakin kinla AA kini Police jong kene kalampi aku santai kenang bakan wanra ya ka jing ya song sup song san ka jing long sengan ki pada perasnam jong ki besong masa tu hajaka khamtam ba lada ki yaile shele yakini ki jaka na kalian jungi kum ka sangrung sim na ka wei kalian tiba na kalian jungi ro ni keren na ka basai ba kini peli kim la ban im tang hitu lumpung i barit jongki ki habia yang ling ba uput usam ling ba kisnong ki thau ki jongi lada maki ki yaile ki bru jongi ngiru ngimban se bangi habla lang ki andai na kalian jungi warla kataru ngim ko ban pen i da kanu kanu ka jing thau ki jing klumar ring chukurpat ki ber wa de khmi jong district khamtam ka police department baki ni pen bai kham ploy gane ka kam but warla kataru ngim sapa da ka jing tho ban ujor persya yakini ki police ki ba smart ban late duty claim uniform bat ha ka jing bu ai tanglang jongki sha usi
Kajing ruai team song jong ketama sa monolith baka khasil autonomous district kan penlong na duka arpulai bat arpusau terik Rymphang ringkat kajing kershan jong ke tourism department hasinda lau kentang mau plang heritage village la pelat pat ba ha ke kendai terik Rymphang ha ke ling kidong ke sor Shillong habakren shikila pathai Khubor Deputy CEM ke KHADC uba PNCA ulong bagajing temu ban penlong ya ka monolith kalong ban pen i ka jingriu spa ka reti ka dustur ka ktin ka thlet karwai ka siaw ka put ka tem ka bam ka di bat kiwe de ka jinglong tenrai ki riu lom nyeu trap hakmat ka perthai
media campaign vehicle na kebentangan ka Marine Festival boleh sebut di Baro Association but lesen nang ni syakmat adin bang apply ke ka media campaign vehicles na kebentangan ka Marine Festival yo bandrung man lagi khapsor agiwi jaka ban perta sikipai ba nung sosong Baro ba ka Marine Festival jungi kan sedang hak arpu atrik jong ni benai bagan berput hak benai hak nuju benai hak absolutrik bagi Shillong itu sebentalang Baro nanti akan jadi berkeneka Marine Festival ke bangsa sanction ini kapor dan pelat ba ya keneka media campaign vehicles Marine Festival arajar arpusau batnya tepat do ba kentamnya ke jingkang ke bangin saperta aman lagi Shillong ya ke Marine Festival ajar arpusau Khubor Khubor sementara Marine Festival jungi ke ba Indonesia ajar arpusau bagi opor ngelayo ya ke ban light ya ke kali nak bentar ke media campaign ke ban harum tagaski ngelayo ban sedang nak bentar ban ya tu pai ba hagi Shillong baper leng baga media campaign behel tu jungi nak bentar ni ka Marine Festival na sai pisu tu hi baga dia festival kan compare kan jat ngelayo ya ke ban le abha ya ke heritage village daga jitrelang bat ka tourism department Baro ki ying jong ki himang ila ayo ban penbaha nang tawa ki entrance mila company tanat susu bat ka green room ru ngila adap ka museum ru ngila adap aga ba in showcase ki tiar tenrai ki jongi ling ba kanika museum ka bangin sedap tenga kumar ongi phi kanika compare shibun bat ngila shinaru ka wi ka jing pertashnong ka bangin sapa haki rang ba shnong ba per jongi shnong nang ba haki tenghong ki jongki kin pen berapa iba ya kan ya lempung jong yun new trap ka bang tip kum ka Marine Festival but ya kan ya se ki Shillong le se ki sapa officially shiki bakin ai ka jing pertapa iba haman laki dong ki kan toy khnang ba ha ka ar apply trik ar satrik jong new nai baro ki pai ba ki mi ban shimbenta but kan kan compare shibun menta indon bun ki items pada ka jing ka shirt karwai ka siau ke Bamton Rai la khadru ya ki katu kanina garehils ba kinyo ban ya ki traditional jongki ba kumjuru ya ki food items ki jongki kumjuru ya ka janji health council la khod lang ya ki ru bakin yo ban abo hagistol ki jongki ya ki ding long tandai jongki ki mar tandai ki jongki haga inauguration ni community ba budi shimnesna ba Preston Tensong in one ban pli yaka haga arpo tarik haga por khat arbaji but haga last day shimnesna shi kondat ki sangma iyo ban penkot ya ka festival haga art tarik but iba pol leng doru kumbu sembut kongsan haga ski penkot in don dengkat tinggi ngai skam bagani ka festival itu mengina organize hapdeng ka hima bat ka tourism department kan long ka bachok tinggi kerpa di firu ki perlu ki media ban pathai lami Khuborjylla keleng-keleng kenang ba iba kintip ban wan ka nika festival tinggi don ruang ni ba Alan Wells ngidon ni ba Desmond ibala juya simbenta ka nika festival ngidon kini ki IM jungiru kongres wi balon ka festival ka ba menshua ki IM jungi ya singlaban perken mawal to iba
Uba Roy Kuparsin Rem nong yalam ke HYC ulai kendo yu director jong kani grims halor ke jingpen slam ban pendap ye ki kam batli nadu usnam arajar arpuar hakani ke hospital ula kerpat yu director ban pensange no ye ki jing kam jong ka norset exam kabala khanglat ye ki nurse jong kani ke than khamtam ye ki nurse na Meghalaya ban rungkam hakani ke hospital Ula ajing mudru ban penrung kambun ki nurse na Meghalaya namar bun ki nongpang ki day na kani ke Jylla ki badon kam ye kaktin ban sngotu haga ktin la jong Shim la ajing tip na kaliang ke HYC la u director jong kani ke hospital ujubab kumno halor kini ke jingkerpat bat jing ut jong ki nongelam kani ke seng
Dongi kum kino elam mata singi layo bani kendu ya u director jong kani grim sarangkat bat kiwe ki nong penyat jong kani ka hospital Adin ka jing kran ba ya ka jing ya tai sanibha lor ki jing dawa ki bana kaliang jong seng ilabu kemasutanat kalong ba ki isu ya ka bana kaliang jong seng ilabu Ahmad jong u director mentang singi kila don katuk kan Italy ya ki bangila ngilaya ban penget yu ki don pat ru ar lai Italy ki ba u nakaliang ka jong umla ngi hapat ban ya but din bat ki pat ki bor ki bahajrong Kawai nak kijing dawa jong kaseng ke bang ilala mentasi ban pun sngog akmat jong ni bat ban bu kijing dawa kalong ba kuma pitip akini ki banai bekisnam ki beladap kani grims kala ale ya ka examination nak banta bantung ya ki nursing officer lengba ka norset ba kijing dawa jong kaseng kalong ba kani grims ka de ban sange shua ya kani ka jingle exam lan de bantung kam ya kani ka ya ki nurse sang ne po ni grims lengba ka norset namar kani ka beladap mana kani kalawan ra jing du nong shibun ya khamtam ki khun Samla jong ka jat menteri ba jongi kumangi lalap nang ki arspa arpuar teligi post ya ka ba negrims klathap bantung kum kite ki nursing officer arspa iwengut ki de ki senrang bat arpu wengut ki de ki kentai bat na kita ki kentai khat saungut ki de ki badai na kanika Jylla ka jongi te halor katang ila ong u ba sisendon udai ban pensange ya kani exam norset namar kani kan wan ra ka jing du nong bat menta ka singi so tanat ban ofi ba u director jong ka negrims ulanget But ban pensange ya ka exam norset lane ban le kanu jing thongkam nursing officer kat bom patla ban penbet ya kani jing bakla ti kata ka dei ko we ya ka bangi lala ban penget yu bat ka baar ka bangi ngilabu Ahmad jong ka negrims abai dei ba jing thongkam nurse ngilap ba ko mang ong yepi na ki arspa arpuar ngut ki nurse ki balawan ra hang ne pu negrims lemba kani exam norset kumba arspa we ngut ki dei ki senrang ti kum ka jat menriu lane kum ki kapa ki kemi ki kapa ki bahaying hasem ngim sultanat bada ki nos senrang kin wan hang ni ban sumar ki bahaying hasem gi jongi ngilakren ek uda ka basai ba bale ka negrims kale kumni ban wanra de kita ki breu bat kai ka balapan pa no kaliang jong u kalong namar bi ki simbenta ka norset ki hap ban pediang ya kai ka ban kaliang jong ka norset ki pha lani kita ki bor ki pha ban ngilaong u ba ka negrims ka de ban apply ya kata ka praupo arpo persen lane kumbale ka IMS ki IMS hapor India ki don kata ka policy bang praupo la arpo kumbut ba praupo persen ki de ban de ki kentai bat arpo persen ki de ki senrang tenre namar ba ka negrims ka klemle ya kata ka policy kai ka balalong ba ka belajar ka long ba kini ki senrang da ki baki IMS ki kedam yang syu ki la syuan ban bread hang ni apo negrims ting nakata ka daw ngila ong yo director jo ka negrims ba udai ban syem ya kani ba ulah kula rahmat jong ibun syem ya kani kat bom patla ban penbet ya kani ka prapu la arpu persen ba de prapu ki kentai bat arpu ki senrang ka negrims kanom le recruitment nam taginas bat kanom le bat kabar ka ba ek bula ong ru ba ka negrims nang ni syakmat kan sa shimru ya ka jingki kli banto sa ka ministry bakin nomle shu ya ka recruitment nam ta kinos lengba ka norset komot bakin sele de kiwei pat ki ja exam te kata ka de jing dwa ka ba khmat nak leng jo ka seng ya ka bangi lala ban pengen ya director mentak si ba kata ka long ba kani grim scam day ba kade ban pensange shipor lani shipor kat bom pala ban penbet ya kani jing thongkam nurses lengba ka norset kabaar ka jing dwa jong
Kajing kong reng ya kesurok nong trai shalau ba ban poi shashela kala pelong ya khasi students union lau ba circle ha ka khandai trik Rymphang ban dawana ka tanat PWD bat ka sorkar ban maramot bat shnapan bha ya ka tei kesurok nang ban wanra ka jingsuk ya ka lek kawan jong ki pai pa kani ka than Nakaliang jong ka PWD kala ai daw ba ka jingjot jong kani kesurok kalong na ka jing penjulor palat uslap ha ka port liur Kini kesurok ke jengai riu kilometer bat ledap maramot san kilometer kasak mentah satang shi kilometer ban pendep. Kino ilam jong ke KSU kila kentui Khubor ke PWD ban pendep no ikjing tray kenang biki Peit ba kinsuk hakalit kawan na kini kesurok. Ya kini kesurok lamang ban pendep na duk ke senem arjar arpuai ha ke jenglut ke belakot syakasan poin saupu ar kelur tengkah.
Di hadirin ke jeng snow ya ka Chi Ujinam jong ki pat ba ang shnong te ka thai kham ta be ki ang shnong jong ba shnong nom trai ha be dei kan surok na ka daw jong ka jing pun sa teng bat ha ka jing i jong i kumbakan sa jarngai ha ka ban pendap ya kan surok ba ki trai na du na nom trai shi shela ti kumban shi tu pi menta kan surok Madu ba kila ai ka final work order harus na marjar hui hadu mentah kakam kala ada berapa persen tika cing jerong juga nek surok kalau kumbah 100 kilometer mentah ada bah 1 kilometer ada ban feeling mau ban siang rong kala ada terus tangita i bentah ibal ko ada kan pendek andre ka nakalian juga di kampat pendek jadi mana itu rupine ba ya kan ka surok la be tingkah da ka SPVS bat lapet da ka PWD mo surang division kali ka surok ka jing mi juga ne surok hi hawat ka jing mi ka long nadu kipor menchua hakaba kanong try kasunong try ka dan hapo ka Shillong constituency nadu kipor jom pilih dan kuporoi di hadirin ba lai khongrang bat klem pendap kami SPB ban nshna ya kan isro ban siang mau ke kamram jongka ban siang ram ti kajing kwa juga SPB ban shna ya kan isro kalong ba fitipi kajing mi juga SPB de nakadaw jongka ka kes kepada napo Supreme Court hakaba ka Supreme Court kala thaw gana SPB ban develop di area kepada marjan berkalafaj te ka shnon try de ka shnon ka ba kalafaj kadan te na bantaban pensuk yakinong rat ki balai bawan na ka surok ka bala syad dan lupa surok borda ka bajnga ba arpo santimeter te ki shnan da gana surok shortcut kan kaban penyaso nanong try sa shela buat syaki beri kendau jong kasnong try tiki paipa nong rap nong shosnong try kisuk kan mandap kan ekstro dan rei mentah aduk mentah mene iba kanika Departmental di kai khongrang i kumba kan sa cara no tanah kata kadau nagalin jumi ani wan monong ba nin phag na kro shaka PWD department sha minister in charge mat kumjuro haki how MLA would MC nyamate ka than jumi mugide balle ino tang na banta ki nakabanta jong ki nong shong kra ne surok fi ka kadan kaching mento shipun kumbani amma baka surok ada bulung jong kara kapar ni bakane surok ka kaya connect bat ki yau ki hat kumbalong hadu mentamane nyumjule yau shila
kini kita jongi kumna mau sendram kalau ba kinjuli yo Shillong marble bom surok ndre la dakane ko surok kan yang ane surok prodi kan pendam no mut kini ki shnong marjan boro kini yo melihat yo hat ki yo hat di bacan tika juman to shobaro ki paiba ki bo lei bawan hamtame di baterai spo company tradisional nasional terai kila acan pintam kam shu bansa asti ya la ban lei ban nasional nomor ka de kesurok ka bacan ha iki
Bat dak itu ki Khubor ngilapoi syakabakut tak haduk pengdesham biang kublai shibon.